In the United States, even a shoeshiner can become a millionaire. Propaganda has succeeded in purveying this belief. However, the truth is, as studies have shown for years, that the poor in the U.S. generally stay poor, and the rich, on the whole, generally get richer and richer. It is a well-established fact, and everyone can see it, but this fundamental belief is still conveyed in order to soften the brutal economic reality. The myth of the American dream developed at the end of the 19th century, the age of railways, electricity, oil, and telephones, the height of the Industrial Revolution. What historians usually forget to mention is that many of these fortunes were made with substantial government financing. Howard Zinn gives the example of the Union Pacific Railroad Company, which received 14 million acres of land and $27 million in federal funding. This public generosity didn't benefit the workers who built the railroads, of which there were 10,000 Chinese and 3,000 Irish laborers. They laid over 5 miles of rail per day and died by the hundreds from exposure to heat or cold. In 1900, 1% of the U.S. population owned 45% of the national wealth. This was the age of the robber barons, the superheroes of American capitalism. Carnegie, Vanderbilt, J.P. Morgan, John Davidson Rockefeller. Rockefeller possessed the largest fortune in history, up to $190 billion of today's dollars. That's 3 times Bill Gates' fortune. And by what right? Divine right, natural selection. J.D. Rockefeller said it himself. The growth of big business is merely the survival of the fittest, according to the laws of nature and God. His colleague Carnegie, the steel magnate, adds, "Wealth, when concentrated in the hands of a few, serve much more to the likes of progress than when it is dissipated into salaries destined to feed the masses." As for Carnegie's associate, Henry Clay Frick, he purportedly stated that, "I can hire one half the working class to kill the other half." With labor unrest and thousands of strikes all over the U.S., he sees the rising tide of social conflict arriving on his doorstep, and he doesn't like that at all. In 1892, in Homestead, Pennsylvania, he hired 300 agents of the Pinkerton Detective Agency to infiltrate demonstrations as agitators and break up strikes. Frick also had a company militia formed, which on the night of July 5, 1892, opened fire on the strikers with machine guns, killing 16 people, including 1 child.